stark hypocrisy of Western media, their selective reporting and their biased coverage aiding hostile agendas against Pakistan is perplexing. And now, the same hypocritical media has turned its lens on Pakistan, glorifying disruptive elements while conveniently ignoring their dangerous links to three evils: extremism, terrorism, and separatism. We must ask, why does the Western media, which portrays itself as the guardian of truth, selectively champion certain causes while completely disregarding others? Why does it amplify that voices of movement like the Balochistan Committee and the Pashtun Tahaffuz movement while remaining silent on the indirect facilitation of extremist elements like BLA and TTP? Let's examine this hypocrisy with facts. In Ukraine, the Western media condemns Russia's military actions, calling them terrorism. Yet when Israel drops bombs on unarmed civilians in Gaza, the narrative shifts. Israel is merely defending itself. And when it comes to Pakistan, any state action against separatist movements is labeled oppression, while extremists are silently painted as freedom fighters in ulterior words. Consider this: BBC and CNN provide prime coverage to figures like Dr. Mahrang Baloch and Manzoor Pashtun, presenting them as activists and defenders of human rights. Yet they fail to mention how the rhetoric in their rallies provide ideological ammunition for banned outfits like BLA and TTP. How many young minds radicalized through their slogans are later exploited by separatist networks? Pakistan's reality is clear. These so-called movements are not independent. They are tools in a larger proxy war against Pakistan. The evidence is undeniable. The correlation between anti-state rallies and the rise in terrorist recruitment is well documented. This is not a movement for human rights. It's a recruitment drive under the guise of activism. Now let's talk about India's role in all of this. When Indian media extensively covers PTM and BYC, painting them as oppressed minorities, the agenda becomes clear. The goal is to destabilize Pakistan using soft narrative as weapons. This is not speculation, it's a documented strategy. India's involvement in fueling insurgencies in Pakistan is no secret. Kulbhushan Jadhav, a serving Indian naval officer, was caught red-handed planning acts of terrorism in Balochistan, yet the Western media never questioned India's role in destabilizing its neighbors. Their silence is telling. A dossier released by the Pakistani government 2020 provided substantial evidence of India's involvement in terror financing and separatist activities within Pakistan. Despite this, Western outlets continue to ignore these revelations while amplifying anti-Pakistan narratives. Let's not forget the double standards in the West itself. Remember how Black Lives Matter protests were violently suppressed in the United States. According to Human Rights Watch 2021, USA's law enforcement used excessive force over 1,000 times against Black Lives Matter protesters. The very government that preach democracy and free speech have no tolerance for dissent at home. But when it comes to Pakistan, suddenly every dissident is a hero, every separatist is a victim, and every anti-state movement is a struggle for justice. This is the height of hypocrisy. Renowned intellectuals like Noam Chomsky and Edward Said have long exposed how Western media manufactures consent. Said in his book covering Islam reveals how narratives are tailored to suit geopolitical interests. Chomsky's Manufacturing Consent discusses how media serves as a tool for state-sponsored propaganda. When we see how Pakistan is portrayed today, their words ring true. Pakistan is not naive to this media warfare. We have faced it before and we stand resilient once again. No one has forgotten Operation Rahe-Rast in Swat in 2009 when Western media falsely projected Pakistan's defeat, attempting to demoralize the nation and morale of security forces. But we emerged victorious, not through narratives but through the sacrifices of our brave sons of soil belonging to the armed forces. The message is clear. Our sovereignty, our security and our national narrative will not be dictated by those who twist facts for their own agendas. This is Amara Farad Baloch and you're watching Nexus Bulletin.